On our morning show get-together today, we have a fun topic. We're talking about a Murder Mystery Weekend fundraiser coming up in Richland Center. Richland Area Crime Stoppers in partnership. They're going to be telling us a little bit about it here today in the studio. Learn more about what's going to be going on the 23rd and 24th of August here in Richland Center. Joining us, Kathy Hamby, Glenn Dunn, and Jay Renee Hamby as we talk about a murder mystery. Well, Jay, we'll start with you. I understand this was kind of your thought, your brainchild.
Yes, I will admit I stole it from somewhere. Last April, I was looking for something to do with my daughter, and I ran across another community that was doing a murder mystery weekend. I had no idea what it was, so I convinced my mom and my then 8-year-old to come with me, and it was amazing. It was all sorts of characters running around in the town. You ask them questions, and my mom and I got in the car, and I'm not sure which one of us said it first, but I'm like, we have to do this. And then we found out that Glenn has done them before, and he's from Richland Center, so I just started putting it together from the pieces, and it's becoming bigger than I ever thought it would. So.
Awesome. Did you win any prizes from that particular event that you were at?
Nope.
Okay.
The prize of creativity.
This is the prize, bringing it back home, right?
Right.
And so, Glenn, you've got a little experience in this department?
Yeah, actually, I was doing the other communities thing for, I think we've done it 5 years in a row now. So yeah, I've played the same character, the chief of police, and basically my costume looks like the Crime Stoppers dog type thing, the fedora and the trench coat type thing. So
you look like McGruff, or
I look like McGruff, exactly. A little more clean shaven than McGruff. Yeah,
this is a different kind of acting role for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. A lot of times you have. A role where you have a script and you memorize the script and you just repeat whatever the script is. But improv is a little different, and I've done improv stuff in different groups as well. In that you kind of have to think on your feet. You have to be timely, funny, and you just gotta pick up on stuff. It's challenging. It's a little tough, but it's fun because you don't have to rehearse for anything. You just show up and do it. So that's kind of what our characters here are going to be doing.
So my question is, do you know as an actor who done it, or do the actors not know?
Actually, the fun part about it is that no one knows who did it. Only Jay, only the author, knows who actually did it.
Okay.
So you don't which is good, so you don't actually slip and say, yep, that's right, that was me. No, yeah.
I was going to say, when you're improving, that could be like a slip of the tongue.
That's true, yeah.
Give it away
You don't want to give it away.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've written I wrote a book for each character, and I've written everybody's book to make them think that they're the one. It ends in a cliffhanger for them, so they have no idea if it's them or not.
Oh, that's interesting. How much work went into this then, Jay?
So I started writing this in April of 2023. And, because I wasn't sure how successful it would be, I kind of put it off to the side. But it takes about 1,000 hours to write the story, because you're writing a book, but you're writing each character at a time, and you've got to line them up so everybody's on the same timeline. And then you have to pull out the parts, one of our characters is Maravellis. She's a country singer, so we have to pull all her parts that only pertain to her and give her that book, which is 15, 20 pages. And then she's got a love interest named Bart Ender. And so he gets all his parts, but he doesn't know what Mara's thinking. He only knows what he's thinking and what he observes. So
that had to be hard to write it, wasn't it?
It's been fun. It's at the end, there was some couple challenges that I'm kind of tweaking, but it's been really fun, and I've already got next year's brewing, so.
Oh, you're already working on part 2 then?
Yep. Completely different topic, but it will be the same weekend every year, so.
Awesome. Kathy, how much support? Have you gotten a lot of good feedback from the community about this?
It's amazing how many people have stepped up. When I first went into the first place to present what we're going to do, I had Glenn come with me because I was scared to death, and I had no idea. I don't like to ask people for giving me money or giving me support, but he made it easy, and the people in every business that I went into was so supportive. They've offered to be clue stops. They've offered prizes, and in some cases, they just offered money to help pay the bills.
And so people have a chance to win some really nice prizes from this, don't they?
We do. We have prizes from Viroqua, Hillsborough, Spring Green, Coon Valley, in addition to all the businesses here in town. I can tell you that the Aquatic Center has donated an absolutely amazing prize, as did Center Cinema, Starlight. Slama Equipment in Hillsborough has donated not only an adult-sized leaf blower for our adult prize winners, but also a child's battery-operated, fully functioning, little tiny leaf blower for the junior detectives. Just to name a couple things, and the list goes on and on. If you check out the event page on Facebook, you can see pictures of some of the other prizes.
This is a great thing, and you bring up a nice point where there are prizes for all ages, but this is a great family event, isn't it?
It is. It's something that if you want to be economical, you can come to town and spend $10, and mom, dad, and all the kids can go around town and participate. If you want to win prizes, though, you do have to buy a registration packet for each individual, because only the people who purchase the packet will have a ballot, and that ballot is your ticket to win the prizes.
Okay, so let's kind of talk about and explain how it's going to work for people. Who would like to talk about that logistically, how that's going to happen? Glenn?
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, you start out at the depot, the information center, at 397 West Seminary Street, and that will that's where we sell your ticket, your registration form, and all that other stuff. Then basically you're going to get a map of all the clue stops, and the booklet also has different ads for all the people that supported us in this project. So basically what you do as a participant, you would look at the map and you would say, oh, okay, here's a list of all the suspects, and we'll have pictures of each one of the people, so you can kind of identify them, and all the different clue stops. So you go, oh, okay, one's at the Tienda Mexican Oasis, and we have to go there and basically, you pick up a clue and it has another piece of the puzzle. So you would go to the different places, like the record store in town or Okuch. I'm not sure if they're one of those, but basically they'll pick up another clue, and they put all the pieces together, and then eventually they're going to figure out, or at least come close to, who might have done it. And then when they think they have the right answer, then they'll fill out their ballot, they'll turn it in, and then on 3:00 on Sunday, we're going to have the reveal. We're going to basically say, this is who did it, and here's why they did it, and then we'll start giving away prizes at that point.
Where will the reveal be at then?
This will be at the Phoenix Center.
Okay.
At 3:00 on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically part of this whole thing is, well, the reason I like this project, and also from doing it in other communities and stuff, is basically a win-win for business. Because if you are the record store in town, and okay, I don't have a record player, so why would I even bother walking in the door to the record store? But it forces you to go in and get a clue, and as you're there, you can go, oh, they sell this and they sell that, and oh, I remember this album when I was a kid, and so it forces people to go into business, into the different businesses, to at least see what you have. And I think that's like 50 to 70% of your problem. If nobody walks through your door, you're not going to get any business. But if you're forced to go in and to look at the Four Sisters Family Restaurant, and then go, oh, I didn't know they sold this, and I didn't know what they were. I never had a reason to walk in the door. Now it gives you a reason to walk in the door, and hopefully when people come in, they can generate more business. So
it is a win-win then.
It's
yes.
a win-win. Yeah.
And so it's $10 for a ballot. Is that correct, Jay?
Correct. So you can have your family just purchase one ballot, go around town, and get the clues on the family. We always encourage people to make murder mystery boards on Saturday night if they're doing it both days, and put pictures on our Facebook page. And then So if you still on Sunday feel you only want one ballot, or you've feuded about who you think's going to win, you can still purchase another ballot on Sunday, and every ballot, includes your opportunity to win, and you'll vote for who you think did it, and the grand prize will be drawn out of the correct guesses, and then everybody has an opportunity to win the rest of the prizes.
So if you wanted to purchase 5 ballots and have 5 guesses, then you could do that too.
Yep, if you want to spend $50, you sure can.
If you're not sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious, did you grow up playing the game Clue when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yep. And then I got my kids so involved this year, I actually did spend about $50 on ballots so that my kids could vote too, because we all had a different idea of who was right, or who the murderer was. So.
It's going to be awesome. Coming up August 23rd and 24th in Richland Center. We'll take time out and come back and talk a little bit more about the Murder Mystery Weekend. A Murder Mystery Weekend in Richland Center coming up August 23rd and 24th. In the studio, Kathy Hamby, Glenn Dunn, and J. Renee Hamby as we talk about this upcoming event. Kathy, who is going to benefit this year? How do you figure out if there are funds left over, where do they go?
We know who's going to get the funds, if there are funds to pass out. It's kind of a little bit of a secret. I don't know if you want to share that, Jennifer?
So each year we will surprise whoever is going to be the beneficiary of this, and we don't even reveal that until the day of the reveal, so that somebody, the place that will receive it will actually know a little bit ahead of time, so they can be prepared to receive any sort of prize that we hopefully will have raised for the donation part of this. But yeah, you can probably guess who the recipient might be this year.
Okay.
But
awesome. I know Crime Stoppers is they got the name on it. You're kind of helping to orchestrate it then.
But this year's story is called Murder in the Right Place.
In the Right Place, okay.
Yeah, and it's going to take place at the Frank Lloyd Wright German warehouse.
Okay.
So
slow down. I'm kind of processing this.
And so our murder victim's name is Rainy Day. And she'll be alive and well Friday night. If anybody wants to meet her, they can come to the 1219 AD Lounge around 6 p.m. She might sing a song for us. However, she will have expired by 8 o'clock the next morning.
Oh, man.
So we have to figure out what happened between then.
So maybe, Glenn, you could kind of go over the order of business, how this works if I go to the depot and get my ballot,
sure.
And what do I do next then?
Sure. Oh, okay. So there's going to be like 15 characters with all kind of weird, strange names like Hal, Opino, and Owen Cash. Everything is kind of, their names are kind of based on what they're kind of, their character. It's basically Owen Cash needs money, of course. So there you go. Or yeah. So basically, as a participant, you would pay your money, you would get your ballot, or multiple ballots if you want to have multiple chances of guessing who the correct person is. So you would go around town, and basically we're gonna try and keep everything walking distance from the depot. Of course, there's the flower shop that's on
Added Touch.
Added Touch. It's a little bit of a walk, but that's still part of our.
They're involved, yes.
They're still involved in that, which we appreciate everybody, all the businesses that help us with this. But basically, so the characters are going to have something that makes them unique, like a funny hat or a funny, coat or something goofy like that. We've got a person that's like the photographer, never in focus.
Neve in focus.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So she'll have a camera. So you look for somebody who's got like a big old funky looking camera, so you'll be able to kind of spot who the different characters are. And basically you can ask them, it says, the clue says, well, you were, talking to Marvelous on Friday and you had an argument. What was the argument about? And you could kind of pick the characters' brains, and they will have some basic information that Jay sent them saying, okay, you were in an argument about X, Y, and Z. But a lot of it is kind of, people get very specific about things. They'll go, well, was there, they watch a lot of crime movies, I think, or crime things. So they go, well, was there DNA testing? Was there this? What about this? And it's like, well, what was the core temperature of the body when you found it? They ask all sorts of very detailed questions. And so we try and come up as close to we can is something that makes sense.
The characters will be stationed around town then for a couple of days, right?
Yeah. They'll be in town, either in front of different businesses or in different businesses, hopefully to drag more people into them. Good, we're going to do that. Okay. And also at noon on Saturday, we're also going to do like a coroner's report, basically to say, how the victim expired. So, and then that'll give you a little more information that's not in the clue stops. So, also another thing is if you go through the process and you put your ballot in, do you have to be there all weekend to wait? No, as long as you fill it out and you make sure write legibly so that we can, get in touch with you. We can get your prize to you if you're not there in attendance.
Don't have to be present to win on the Sunday at the Phoenix Center.
Nope, not at all. You can come in Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and right as you buy your ticket, you say, the detective, did it, and then turn it in and go away. You can stop right there if you really wanted to.
Or you can be like my kids and take every last minute.
Oh, sure. Right up till the end.
Yep, we'll take ballots until 2:30 p.m. and then we cut it off. So
I gotta wonder, as an actor, you've done these before. Have you ever been questioned by local authorities, like, what's this suspicious character doing here?
Yes, yes, we have, and I've been asked like questions like the core body temperature. It was from somebody that was a cop.
Oh, okay.
And they said, well, what about this? And I said, that's a very good question. You should join the police department. But he actually was,
I see. No, I mean, like, legitimately, like somebody calls the Richland Center PD and says, some weird guy standing on the corner with a top hat on.
Actually, that happened in one of my other shows, and this was in Illinois, and I had to be a Chicago cop. We were doing a play called ER, and it was basically where the TV series came from. So basically, I was dressed as a Chicago cop. Well, the theater is next door to the Arlington Heights Police Department, and so squad cars would be pulling by and wondering why the Chicago police are at the theater, that was kind of funny. But
good stuff.
Yeah,
it just sounds like it's going to be a fun weekend, Glenn.
Oh, it is. It's just a good time. People from other times that I've done this, people, the participants actually come dressed up like detectives, with like the Sherlock's Holmes hat, and everybody's carrying their little what do you call it, the magnifying glass, and walking around, and so it's kind of fun. It's a good time. Hopefully the weather holds out, which is a good thing. But yeah, it's a good time for good family fun.
Yeah, it'll be rain or shine though, Kathy, won't it?
That's correct. That is correct.
Talk about some of the other help that you've got from the community and some other people that have helped out this murder mystery.
Yeah, I wish I'd brought the complete list, which I did not, but off the top of my head, I do want to say thank you to the Phoenix Center, because that's where the reveal will be. The union is playing a big part in helping keep the cast members cool or warm or dry, whatever needs to be, and something to eat. The tourism, the depot, of course, is going to be open, where people will pick up their stuff and drop off their stuff. The AD German warehouse is playing a big part Friday night, as well as being a clue stop. Pioneer Print has given us a great deal on t-shirts, and Jean Hinnick, the chamber, is offering to help with things. We have other donators. We're like Jones's, Main Street Bikes and Hobbies, Open Season Hunting, and the Creative Outlet, the Little Corner, Gokenauer, Julie Cairns, the Computer Doctor, and the list could go on and on, but that's all I jotted down just on It's just no.
We might need 2 days to give out the prizes.
I was going to say, that's a good problem to have, isn't it?
And like I said, it's Richland Center donated an extremely generous bunch of prizes, but we also have things from surrounding areas that came on board and wanted to help us out and wanted to make sure that this turns out good. So their prizes are very, very nice as well.
Will any of the businesses be involved in, in the storyline or not?
A couple of them.
Couple of them?
There's an interesting story about JJ Jewelers. There's a story that involves Los Amigos 2. It's a very central place. And then the deceased victim's mother is actually at Creative Outlet, and she will be Mayday, mother of Rainy Day. But she's going to continue to work that day, but she does have a few secrets that she knows, so you can ask her if you want. And then I did want to mention something about the prizes. We are asking for people to put their birth dates on there, and it's not because we want to send you a card. It's because we want to make sure that we give out adult prizes to adults and children's prizes to children. So don't be offended if we ask you for your birthday on the ballot. It's just to help you win the best prize for your age group.
Age appropriate. Sure, well, that makes sense. Great. But again, you said you did it with your daughter. It's going to be a nice family function, isn't it?
Yeah, she was 8 the first time we went, and she actually has a role in this too, and she will be Minivan. So,
where did you come up with these wacky names?
I don't know. I actually had met someone named Rainey, and I thought it was interesting, and I met her about the same time I was writing this, so I said, is it okay if I use your name for this? And she said yes. Otherwise, I just kind of Google words that go along with the topic and see how I can take the word and make it into a name.
Oh, okay.
So like this year, you'll have the pleasure of meeting Peppa Mintz.
Peppa Mintz, okay.
Yes, and she is a candy store owner. She has a very small role this year, but she has a huge role in the one coming up next year.
What if nobody guesses right, or is that possible? I mean, there's a lot of characters here. What if everybody guesses the same one?
Well, then I guess I get all the grand prizes, and then we'll let everybody else win the other prizes. I don't think that will be the case, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm thinking as you get the clues, it's going to become a little bit more clear, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, take a stab at it. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Anything else any of you would like to add this morning?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone I talked to for taking time to listen to me when I was asking for help, because everybody helped in some way, and that's greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say thank you, one, to the Mission Church, which is in the Center Cinema. They will be storing the prizes that are not picked up. They'll hold them there for 30 days. And I also want to thank my mom, Kathy Hamby, and Glenn for doing what they're doing so that I can spend the time writing the story and not have to worry about cast or donations or any of the really hard behind-the-scenes stuff. I get the fun part. So thank you to you guys.
You can do it pretty much all weekend, though. You can start Friday night, right?
Yep.
At what time?
So Friday night, we'll be having pre-registration if you'd like to be early at 5 p.m. at the AD Lounge. Actually, no, I've been corrected, from 3 to 9 on Friday night. So there will be a little, time for the characters to walk around and maybe meet them beforehand if you're interested. So, and then you can participate anytime on Saturday. You can do it for an hour. You can do it all day. You can register on Sunday still if you want. So
do some selfies with the characters if you want to as well.
Yeah,
right?
my daughter's. I got a bunch of them on my phone for my daughter.
Already.
So yeah, no, from the other community.
Oh, I see.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a particular person that probably would think I was crazy if he saw my phone, because my daughter thought he was the best actor, and now I have lots of pictures of her and him on my phone.
Kathy, where can people find out more? Is there a site they can go to?
There is. We weren't thinking when we named the site. It's long, but Richland area clues in the news, Murder Mystery Weekend. And I do want to mention, too, that this is in partnership with Crime Stoppers here in town.
Right. And you're a part of the Crime Stoppers?
I am a member of Crime Stoppers, yes.
Organization. Great. Glenn, well, good luck to you, too.
Thank you very much.
Break a leg, I guess.
Yep, absolutely. That's the theater thing. Yeah.
Yes, it is. So you'll be wandering the streets pretty much.
I'll be wandering the streets looking for clues myself. And also another thing, none of the characters know who did it. So part of the fun, too, is to talk to participants. And they say, I heard this and I heard that over here. And then it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll... Maybe my chances will be upped a little bit to try.
So the actors can get a ballot, too, if you want, right?
If they wanted to, sure. Exactly, yeah.
Huh.
They just can't win the prizes.
Oh, I see. Okay. It might just be for bragging rights.
That's exactly right.
I knew it.
That's exactly right.
I think people just love a great murder mystery. I mean, going back to the Agatha Christie's and all of that. Yeah. It'll be inspiring for a lot of people.
One thing that's kind of interesting is one of the other shows I did, the person was murdered, and it was like some poison. So, and here it is, this little town, and everybody is Googling this name of this poison, like ricin or something like that. It was some weird thing. And I'm just wondering who's keeping tabs of, all of a sudden, everybody's concerned about this particular poison. So it is kind of funny. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe a red flag for...
Maybe a red flag, maybe the real Richland Center police you have to scratch their heads and wonder what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Going to be a lot of fun coming up August 23rd and 24th. Thanks for coming in today, you guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Good luck. Keep us posted, and maybe we can have a news report on that Sunday afternoon on who did it.
I like that.
Or who done it. Thanks for coming in. Kathy Hamby, J. Renee Hamby, and Glenn Dunn talking about the Murder Mystery Weekend Fundraiser August 23rd and 24th.